Hi, my name is Randy, and you're watching Life on a Manitoba Farm. I'm a beef farmer here in southern Manitoba, and what I have had here is I've had some slough hay that I thought might be a good idea for me to clean it up off the pastures, and we can use that for bedding or for sleeping for the cattle. So what I also did is I did a cost of what it cost me to make that hay, even though I owned it, with all the machinery costs, my labor and fuel, and I was surprised. Feel free to look at the video if you care, and I will have a cost of breakdown at the end of the video. So enjoy the video. You're gonna get your feet wet, and then you're gonna get the seat wet, and then you're gonna get my butt wet. All summer the beavers had this water. The water was a lot higher. The water was probably about I would say a good foot higher. So it had this all flooded up by the trees there. The water was up to the trees, but now it's not there anymore. And why I wanted to harvest this is normally you would get straw. I would need it for the cattle, for them someplace to lay down or sleep, and that's just for the winter. So I could use this stuff, cut it, bring it into the yard, and then I can use it for bedding. But yeah, so you did get my seat wet. But it looks like that I'm not going to do that, and you know, you never know, I might be able to do that when the ground freezes. So but I got another spot I'll go and look at, so we're just going to call this one, you know, I can come out here and probably spend a couple hours. I don't think I'd be able to cut very much, so yeah, I don't think it's worth while, even if I can cut up to the fence, but I can't. But there's water in there, and then I could spend a whole bunch of hours getting stuck or getting unstuck. So we're just gonna leave it, and I'll go maybe south of our yard site and have a look at it. A couple of weeks in August, I was coming in here, spending a lot of time opening up beaver dams and make a decision. Even if I spend about 3 hours, 2 hours cutting, I don't have to buy any of that. I don't have to buy any straw. And straw has gotten pretty expensive. Here I can spend a little bit of time here doing this, and yeah, I'm going to see what I'm going to do. I will let you know. Cutting the grass, and this is grass that won't really be used for anything. It's if I don't take it, it's just going to decompose, just like what it's going to do over there. That is on the other side is that's all bog, and my tires are wet here. But the other thing I noticed is I'm wrapping some wire up. Oh shoot. I guess the cows have dragged it around from the fence line that was over there. Oh. So it's going through the hay vine. Oh, shoot. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it here. probably go out that way. I just tied this wire up here, and this other wire, I'll pull this one out. We'll just put this one by where the fence is supposed to go. So this is grass that if I don't bale it, it's just going to decompose. Maybe you can see here. You can see there's some peat moss in here. So this is fairly prairie. Piece of wire here. Okay, we're back in business again. I didn't bring all the tools, and I got one knife section needs to be replaced, but you know, I'll just keep on going. Just leaving a little bit of hay. So hopefully I don't collect any more wire. Anyways, things are going well, and I want to get this corner cut here. I'm baling all this Slough hay. Actually, this is a pretty good view of what I can see here to the south of me. These are all reeds out there, and I am so in order to protect this area here, we have about a 2-foot dike out there. So I am in a bit of a spot here. I'm right alongside the dike. I can see water in the dike over there. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, my tires are wet. I'm going to have a bale here pretty soon, but I don't think I'm going to stop because, well, here, I'm going to go off to the side here. My threat is I don't want to be stopping. Now I'll just go back in the same rut here so that I can, I'm just going to put this bale a little bit higher here. Man, with all that turning around, I didn't stop and got tied already. With all the hay that's in the baler, well, bring more weight in the baler, and I see this is the spot where the side of the hay vine went down into the ground, and you can see there's water in that rut. So, am I going to flatten it down now with this tire? Pressure on the pickup right now because it's going inside, it's going in the ground. taking these bales full size. I kind of got into an area there that I didn't want to leave the bales up in the low spot there because I got to come pick them up with the hauler. And there's a bit of a ridge over here. Just drop this bale here, and then I'll go back empty, pick up the windrow, and then we'll clean this up, and then we will be done. So the stuff that I was baling it's mostly prairie hay. The cows couldn't keep up to it. They got in here a little bit late, so 3 days ago, if you would have asked me what I've been doing today, I didn't think I would be doing this. But anyway, yesterday, 2 days ago, I cut for about 5.5 hours, 52 bales. It was 1, 2, 4, actually 5 different spots. It's a lot of the prairie hay that everything's gone back to prairie. And this is kind of good, then I don't have to buy any straw. I had a little bit of inventory from last year, but if I don't use all of it this year, I can always use it for next year as well. So baler worked really good. We'll take it and blow off all this stuff here off it, and I got a small bale in there. Well, that's always a good feeling going down the road with the tractor, knowing that you're done. And I think that'll be it for the season. Is empty because once I start putting bales on it, then that gets heavier, sinks into the ground more. And then what I'm going to do is I want to pick up whatever's closest to the swamp. And as you can see, I'm less than a quarter mile from the US border, but then the swamp continues for 5-6 miles. I'm not exactly too sure. Now to make these bales, what was my cost? So this is the breakdown of per hour of what my tractor needs to get is $35 an hour. For the mower, $35 an hour. Also for the baler, $35 an hour, and the mover. So and then I also calculated my labor will be $22 per hour with a fuel cost of $1.15 a liter of the amount of fuel that I did use. So I will give you a breakdown on each process here from the mower, baling, and moving of the bales. This is the amount of time that it took me to cut all that hay was 5.5 hours, and I just broke everything down of what my cost was with the tractor, mower, and the fuel, and also my labor, and that's paying myself $121 for cutting that hay at that time. So I broke everything down. There was 52 bales. It will cost me $11.19 a bale to cut only. So to bale those 52 bales took me 4 hours, and it took the breakdown was per bale cost me $8.14. Now the cost to bring in the bales in per bale was $6.89. I broke it down even more, put my baling, mowing, and hauling, and what the cost of that per bale was $26.22. So each bale cost me $26.22. I was surprised. I thought it was going to be a lot less than that, but once when I started factoring all my machinery costs, and I used $35 an hour on my tractor because if I need to replace it and maintain it would be, if I need to put some parts on it, then there's a cost to that as well. And if I needed to replace it, then to a newer tractor, well, that cost per hour will be a lot higher, and also on the hay bind too, because equipment is very expensive. A new tractor, a two-wheel drive tractor, would be, I'm going to say, ballpark $100,000. And also, if we start looking at something to cut and mow the hay, we're looking at another $40,000. So it's just, and the hauler itself, that's probably my most expensive piece of equipment here. That thing's running around $40,000 as well. So it is very expensive to run this equipment for our beef cattle operation here. So this is the breakdown of what I've got. Those are my numbers, and you can plug in your different numbers as well. But I'm just finding it's very important to see where we're at, because that $26.22 is the cattle that I have on the farm. They need to pay for that bale now. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and I usually have videos going once a week, sometimes twice a week. All depends of how busy it gets. Anyways, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Hey, Willie, October 12th, and we don't have very much, we still have flowers. Look at that. And the pumpkins.